hydrogen bomb, which destroyed the island in one universe, the tangent universe, and the island kept going in the primary universe. Primary universe right here, Jack saves everybody by plugging the water back in and keeping whatever was in there out. This is, let's just say, the end of time, Armageddon, everything. So this is all, universe altogether is over. It's hypothetical. This, I'll get to that in a second. Jack saves everybody here. Let's just say this is for the rest of the time. Hurley and Ben continue on as Jacob and Richard. Okay? Continuing to either running things differently like Jacob, or running things like Jacob was, or running things differently like Ben suggested. So they brought people back, helped them and let them go, or brought people, didn't let them go, whatever they wanted. It was up to them. But obviously they ended because they said that conversation at the end. So Jack said to everybody, here we go over to Tangent Universe. Tangent Universe, beginning is where they're all on the plane. Desmond starts to realize things and get them all together, slowly collecting each person to remember. And basically, once the person remembers, what's going on is, if this is their soul, okay, that's them in the Tangent Universe. That's their soul. It's alive, and they're alive, but it's not the real them. They are living, but they're kind of like empty vessels without knowing it. Once they remember, they become kind of whole, and they're able to move on and die when they're ready.
What I would do is, when each person realizes, make the connection to them going to the chapel.
Yeah.
That sounds trouble.
I know, this is just when Jack saves them, and they're able to realize, because they weren't able to do it before that. Alright, so right here's the chapel. This could be anywhere, let's say the end of the world and universe is 4 million years from now, okay? This is the end of time altogether. It's set when they died, when their bodies and souls remember dying, and that's when their minds and souls cease to, be less fluid and start to be able to be coherent. They all gathered together at the chapel. The minute they remember, they're able to pass on. So once they've all remembered, they're at the chapel, and they move on to whatever begets their death, okay? Jack was the only one to actually die at the island right here. Everybody else either flew away on a plane. It's a plane.
And really the timeline should be different because they lived longer than him, theoretically. Some of them.
Well, this timeline also doesn't begin there. It begins later on in the future or in the past. So they all fly up on the plane there. Some live to be 40, some die of heart attack, some die of cancer, some die of old age.
You're just making those up. He doesn't know the death. Sure.
I'm just saying, they die eventually. And so they all gather together there, move on. Jack realizes it because everybody else realized it when they remembered. He resisted remembering because he died. He's the only one to die there.
They all died in this universe. This is when they realize, then they go into the chapel.
Yes. No.
Then
see, Kate and Sawyer didn't die directly in this universe. They died, let's just say, here. Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
And so then they move on to here, but they didn't die like right here. Anybody who did die right here, obviously.
I just meant that line.
Yeah. Anybody who did die here, obviously, when they remembered, they went forward.
Alright, that's messed up.
That's
That's messed up.
is Lost over?
Yes.
Yeah?
Good.